Able to Angela. So we live now. Just so we able. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Rakatham, Dalaki, Yahweh Shema, the Thun by Hashem, Yahweh all the sisters. This is Ashbiki Baltimore. This is Sabbath Service. We're going to be hopping right into it. Let me tell you
we're going to be reading out the book of Numbers. We're starting off with Numbers 29 and 8 through 14. We're going to read in Hebrew and then in the English.
Numbers chapter 29, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wahakorabtum, Ayla, La Yahweh, Rayak, Nayakak, Parah, Bun, Bakwar, Akar, it's like Akkad, Ayol, Akkad, Kabashium, Bunya, Shana, Shabbai, Damayum, Yahayawa, Lakam, verse 9. Womanaktam, Salah, Balawala, Bashaman, Shalasha, Aisharanyam, Lapar, Shanya, Aisharanyam, La Ayal, Ha'akad, verse 10. Aisharwan, Lakabash, Ha'akad, Lashaba'ait, Hakabashiam, verse 11. Sha'ayar, Isayam, Akkad, Kata'ath, Malabad, Kata'ath, Hakaparium, Wa'ailath, Athamayad, Womanakatha, Wanasakyaham, verse 12. Wabakamasha, Aishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Ashabayaya, Makora'ah, Quadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Kal, Mala'akah, Ibada, La'ah, the Aishawa, Wakagathum, Kag, La Yahawa, Shaba'ait, Yum, verse 13. Wahakorabatham, Ayla, Aisha, Rayak, Nayakak, La Yahawa, Parayam, Bunya, Bakwar, Shalasha, Aishar, Ayalum, Shanyam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Arabai, Aishar, Damayum, Damayamum, Yahayawa, verse 14. Womanakathum, Salah, Balawala, Bashaman, Shalasha, Aisharanyam, Lapar, Ha'akad, Lashalasha, Lashalasha, Aishar, Parayam, Shanya, Aisharanyam, La'ayol, Ha'akad, Lashanya, Ha'ayalum, and that's it.
Now we're reading in English, Numbers 29 and 8. But ye shall offer a burnt offering unto the Lord for a sweet savor, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish, verse 9. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals to a bullock, and 2/10 deals to 1 ram, verse 10. And several tenth deal for 1 lamb, throughout the 7 lambs, verse 11. 1 kid of the goat, of the goats for a sin offering, besides the sin offering of atonement, and the continual burnt offering, and the meat offering of it, and their drink offerings, like verse 12. And on the 15th day of the 7th month, ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work, and ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. 13. And ye shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet savor unto the Lord. 13 young bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year. They shall be without blemish. Verse 14. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals unto every bullock of the 13 bullocks, 2/10 deals of each ram of the 2 rams.
And just to catch everybody up where we at, like Numbers 29, what we talking about. But you got to remember, if every high holy day, we always go with what? Leviticus 23rd, Leviticus the 23rd chapter. This is just pretty much like honing in on that. Like these are the feast days. So around this time would be, you got in the 7th month, you got the Memorial of the Blowing of Trumpets, you got Day of Atonement, and you also got the Feast of Tabernacles. So this is what the Lord is bringing out, the things we should be the animals we should be eating and stuff like that. So that's where we're at right now.
Right, man. If we could, these are the righteous acts that we're supposed to practice.
God.
Not the holidays that our oppressor gave us.
Right.
This is what the Most High want us to get back to. Our customs, our way of life with the Lord. We're in Numbers 29, 15 through 21 in the Hebrew.
Numbers chapter 29, verse 15. Aisharwan, Lakabash Ha'akad, La'araba'ai, Aishar, Kabashiam, verse 16. Washa Ayar, Isayam, Akkad, Kata'ath, Malabad, Ailah, Hatamayad, Manakatha, Wanasaka, verse 17. Wabayawam, Hashanya, Parayam, Bunya, Bakwar, Shaniam, Aishar, Ayalam, Shaniyam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Araba'ai, Aishar, Damayamum, verse 18. Wamanakatham, Wanasak Yaham, La Parayam, La Ayalam, Wala Kabashiam, Bamasaparam, Kamashapat, verse 19. Washa Ayar, Isayam, Akkad, Kata'ath, Malabad, Ailah, Hadamayad, Wamanakatha, Wanasak Yaham, verse 20. Wabiyawam, Ashalayashya, Parayam, Aishathya, Aishar, Ayalam, Shanyam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Araba'ai, Aishar, Damayamum, verse 21. Womanakatham, Wanasak Yaham, La Parayam, La Ayalam, Wala Kabashiam, Wamasaparam, Kamashapat, and that's it.
In the English. Numbers 29 and 15. and several tenth deals to each lamb of the 14th lamb. Verse 16. And 1 kid of the goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blunt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 17. And on the second day, ye shall offer 12 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot. 18. And their meat offering and their drink offering for the bullocks, for the rams, for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. Verse 19. And 1 kid of the goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blunt offering, and the meat offering thereof, and their drink offerings. Verse 20. And on the third day, 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. Verse 21. And their meat offerings, and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner. Now we're reading Numbers 29, 22 through 28 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Numbers chapter 29, verse 22. Washayar, Kata'ath, Akkad, Malabad, Ailah, Atamayad, Womanakatha, Wanasaka, verse 23. Wabiyawam, Harabayaya, Parayam, Aishara, Ayalam, Shanayam, Kabashi, and Bunya, Shana, Arabai, Aishar, Damayamum, verse 24. Manakatham, Manasakyaham, La Parayam, La Ayalam, Willa Kabashiam, Bamasaparam, Kamashapat, verse 25. Washa Ayar, Isayam, Akkad, Kata'ath, Malabad, Ailah, Kathamayad, Manakatha, Manasaka, verse 26. Wabiyawam, Hakamayashya, Parayam, Dama'ai, Tasha'ai, Ayalam, Shanayam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Arabai, Aishar, Damayamum, verse 27. Womanakatham, Wanasakyaham. I keep saying that thing, blank on the slaves. That's what it is. I keep saying that camera blank. Walakabashiam, Wamataparam, Wamasaparam, Kamashapat, verse 28. Washa Ayar, Kata'ath, Akkad, Malabad, Ailah, Hatamayad, Womanakatha, Wanasaka, and that's it.
And in the English, Numbers 29, 20 through 28. Verse 22. And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blood offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 23. And on the 14th day, 10 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. Verse 24. Their meat offering and their drink offering for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner. Verse 25. And 1 kid of the goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blood offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. 26. And on the 15th day, 9 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without spot. Verse 27. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their numbers after the manner. Verse 28. And 1 goat for his sin offering, besides the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering.
If I could too, like the Most High is laying out what we should be eating, how the animal should be, the specifications of it. This gives us the mind of the Lord, and it shows you how meticulous the Lord is. This shows us that the Lord pays attention to the small details of things. You see what I'm saying? And if we're not doing the same thing, we don't have the spirit of the Most High. We got to be meticulous in how we move. We shouldn't just be moving freely, just let do whatever your heart desire. You see what I'm saying? We should be moving just as meticulous as this is how you understand the mind of the Most High. When he's naming every animal, they got to be perfect. They can't have no spots on them. You see what I'm saying? He's telling you exactly what he wants in extreme detail. This is how we should examine ourselves. That's the important part. This is the mind of the Most High, man. When it comes to the Most High, a lot of people outside of here say you can't be perfect. They say you can't be perfect. You see what I'm saying? But you actually can if you pay attention to the detail. But the problem is a lot of people don't pay attention to the detail because they don't have the wherewithal to actually understand how the Most High looks at things. The Most High is so particular. If he's particular about things, why shouldn't we be?
Okay. This is what the Lord means in the Bible when he says, "But thou art an holy people."
Right.
We are a separate people. We do everything different from any other nation in the world. This is how the Lord wants Israel to do his thing.
God.
And it gives you detail by detail how it's supposed to be carried out. We're supposed to be making and doing the other things that these nations is doing, man.
God.
And this is what holy means. It don't mean walking around with a big hat and beating tamarines, wearing big dresses and suits, man. It means be different. We are different people. Holy means separate.
God.
We are separate from anybody in the world. We are God's chosen people. We need to act as such, man. We're going to read Numbers 29 and 29 through 35 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Numbers chapter 29, verse 29. Wabiyawam, Hashashia, Parayam, Shamana, Ayalum, Shanyam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Arabai, Aishar, the Mayamum, verse 30. Wamanakathum, Wanasakyahum, La Parayam, La Ayalum, Wala Kabashiam, Bumasaparum, Kamashapat, verse 31. Washa Ayar, Kata'ath, Akkad, Malabad, Ailah, Athamayad, Manakatha, Wanasakya, verse 32. Wabiyawam, Hashabayaya, Parayam, Shaba'ai, Ayalam, Shanyam, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Arabai, Aishar, the Mayamum, verse 33. Womanakathum, Wanasak, Wanasakahum, Apariyam, La Ayalam, Wala Kabashiam, Bumasaparum, Bumasaparum, Kamashapatum, verse 34. Washa Ayar, Kata'ath, Akkad, Malabad, Ailah, Hadamayad, Manakatha, Wanasaka, verse 35. But Yawam, Hashemayanya, Itazarath, the Haya, Lakam, Kal, Mala Akkad, Ibada, La'a, the Aisha, and that's it.
Numbers 29 and 29 in the English. And on the sixth day, 8 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. Verse 30. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, after the manner. Verse 31. And 1 goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blunt offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 32. And on the 17th day, 7 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year, without blemish. Numbers 29 and 33. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the ram, and for the lambs, shall be according to their number, after the manner. Verse 34. And one goat for a sin offering, besides the continual blood offering, his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 35. On the 8th day, ye shall have a solemn assembly. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay.
You read Numbers 29, 36 through 40, and then Numbers 21, 30, 1 through 2
Okay.
in the Hebrew.
Numbers chapter 29, verse 36. Wahakorabdam, Ayla, Asha, Rayak, Nayakat, Layahawa, Para, Akkad, Ayal, Akkad, Kabashiam, Bunya, Shana, Shaba'ai, Yamum, verse 37. When a Katham, when a Sakyaham, Lapar, La Ayal, Wala Kabashiam, Wamasa Param, Hamashapat, verse 38. Washa Ayar, Kata'ath, Akkad, Malabad, Ayla, Atamayad, Woman of Kata, Wanasaka, verse 39. Allah, the Aisha wa la Yahweh, Bama Aid Yakam, the Bad, Mana Dar Yakam, when a Bath Yakam, La Ailath Yakam, Willamana Kanatha, Willamana Kath Yakam, Willana Sak Yakam, Willa Shalom Yakam, verse 40. Waya Amar, Masha, all Bunya Yasha Allah, Kakal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Masha. Numbers chapter 30, verse 1. Waya Debar, Masha, all, Ra'ashia, Hamatawa, the Bunya Yasha Allah, La Amar, Zahar, Hadabar, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh. Verse 2. Ayash, Kaya, Yadar, Nadar, La Yahweh, Awa, Hashabai, Shaba'ai, La Asar, Al, Napashwa, La'a, Yakal, Debarwa, Kakal, Hayataza'a, Mapayawa, Ya Aisha, and that's it.
if I could, you gotta realize, man, these words in this Bible is commandments. The Most High said, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that we got to do, without a doubt. You call yourself children of the Lord. You should want to be serving the Most High correctly and following these rules to a T. These next scriptures, he's going to tell you some things to do, and he's going to let you know.
Man, what?
Yeah, he's going to let you know how serious it is. He did serious about how we should do it. Setting us apart from anybody else in the world, man. This Bible is for nobody else but the children of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians.
It's like, if I could just add to you sisters, you gotta listen to your husbands. I know I know society is made, and it's not. We're not saying it from an ill position. You see what I'm saying? Like, but society has made our sisters feel like they are so much smarter than us. They don't need us. They can talk and tell us what we, as if they're our heads. You see what I'm saying? Listen, what we gonna read. If this not enough to tell you that the man, that man that you can lead with is your head, I don't know what else will. You see what I'm saying? So just pay attention to the scriptures we're gonna read.
That was a commandment that he was their head. Understand? You can't be proudful in this thing. You just supposed to be following the Lord's commandments. Because you love it. We read Numbers 29 and 36 through 40, and Numbers 30 and 1 through 2 in the English. Verse 36, ye shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord, one bullock, one ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. Verse 37, their meat offerings and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. Verse 38. And one goat for a sin offering besides the continual blunt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. Verse 39. These things ye shall do unto the Lord in your set feast, besides your vows and your free will offering, for your blunt offerings, and for your meat offerings, and for your drink offerings, and for your peace offerings. Verse 40. And Moses told the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. Verse 31. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, this is the things which the Lord has commanded. Verse 2. Right. If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. The Lord is warning you that your word is your bond.
And that's heavy because a lot of people don't keep their word. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. You see what I'm saying? If you say you're going to do something, do it. You see what I'm saying? Bottom line, just do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't make excuses not to do it. You just said you're going to do something for a brother and Satan get on you. Man, how can I get out of this? How can I not do it, but that still don't look a certain way? You're going to look a certain way. If that's your word, follow through with your word. You feel me?
It's real heavy with the brother saying, because Satan is definitely the one in your ear trying to make you break that vow with the Lord. He's trying to before the Lord to prove that you're not true to the Lord. You got to be on point every day, every second, every minute of the day, knowing that you're in a spiritual battle against Satan. He's the one in your mind making you upset and changing your mind about what you should do. The real person want to do right is the one that vowed to the Lord he was going to do it.
Yep.
But Satan is always in your mind trying to make you go against your own truth with the Lord. So you gotta realize that fight is always continually a spiritual battle, warfare. So be on point about Satan every day. We're reading Numbers 30 and 3 through 9 in the Hebrew, and then in the English.
Numbers chapter 30, verse 3. Wa Asher Kaya the Dar Nadar La Yahweh Wa Asarah Asar Babaya Abaya Bana Ayar Yaha. Verse 4. Wa Shemai Abaya Nadara Wa Asarah Ashar Asarah Al Napasha Wahakarayash Laha Abiyah Wakwamwa Call Nadariyah Wakal Asar Ashar Asara Al Napasha Yakwawam. Verse 5. Wa Hanaya Abiyah Atha Bayawam Shemaiwa Call Nadaryaha wa Asayaryaha Ashar Asara Al Napasha La'a Yakwawam wa Yahweh Yasalak Laha Kaya Hanaya'a Abiyah Atha. Verse 6. Wa Hayawa the Haya La'ayash when a Daryaha Alaya Awa Mabata'a Shabbath Ashar Nasara Al Napasha. Verse 7. Washamai Ayasha Bayawam Shema Iwa Wahakaya Wahakariyash Laha Wakwamwa Nadaryaha Wa Asara Ashar Asar Al Napasha Yakwamwa. Verse 8. Wa'am Bayawam Shemai Ayasha Yanya Awatha Wahapar Adara Ashar Alaya Wa'a Mabata'a Shapathyaha Ashar Asara Al Napasha wa Yahweh Yasalak Laha. Verse 9. When a Dar Alamana Wagara Wash Hawa. It's like Wagara Washa Call Ashar Asara Al Napasha Yakwawam Aliyah. And that's it.
Numbers 30 and 3 through 9 in the English. If a woman also vowed a vow unto the Lord, and bond herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow and her bond wherewith she has bond her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she has bond her soul shall stand. Verse 5. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows, or her bond, or of her bond wherewith she has bond her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her because of her father disallowed her. Verse 6. And if she had any, it's like, and if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered out of her lips, wherewith she bond her soul. Verse 7. And her husband heard it and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it. Then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bond her soul shall stand. Verse 8. But if her husband had disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered her lips, wherewith she bond her soul, of non effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. Verse 9. But every vow of a widow, and of her, and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bond their soul, shall stand against her.
All right, so here it is. We're talking right now. You feel me? So this is for a sister who she ain't got no husband right now, but she got a father. You know, you got to respect your father. Like, I know this earth teaches you that you ain't got to respect the black father or the Hispanic or Native American father. The Lord said if that sister makes a vow, if her father hears it and he stands by, let the vow stand. But he said in the event that your father hear the vow and he know his daughter, nah, she can't do that. She gonna mess herself up. You feel me? Hey, Lord, listen, take that vow away. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will actually unseal that vow that she made to him and say, you know what? I'm gonna forgive you because your father did not approve of it. You see what I'm saying? And that's heavy. And when sisters don't realize that's so heavy and it's so important, because a lot of times, sisters, y'all like, especially like, I know my kids better than they know themselves. I know what they can and can't do. You see what I'm saying? So I can hear one of my kids say something to one of my daughters. She say something to the Lord. Nah, she ain't ready for that. I know she's going to disappoint the Lord. You feel me? Lord, please forgive her. You see what I'm saying? I took that away from her. But also, if you are married, and your husband here, you know, how like most women say they got their own personal relationship with Christ and with the Lord. You feel me? You don't. Because the moment you make a vow to the Lord and I don't like it, I'm going to ask the Lord to forgive you. And you can't make that vow. And it will stand with the Lord, what I said, not what you said. You see what I'm saying? So like, this is what women got to realize. Your husband and your father, they have the authority to unbind a vow that you made to the Lord. They have the authority to do that. You feel me? Well,
That lets you know how important your husband is. He's just as important to you as your father. That's how the Lord look at it. Like, your father can do one thing and your husband can do the same. This is how serious that bond between marriage is, between a woman and a man.
yeah.
So God deal with the man. See, Christ is the man's head. Just like God said the man is your head. We gotta understand it ain't ego thing. You know what I'm saying? It's what the Lord said. We ain't in control of what happened. Just, if He told us you had to be out here, we had to set the same thing. Commandments is from the Lord, not from the man. So you have a righteous man doing the will of the Lord, man. Just understand that you are in God's hand. God is watching him.
Yeah.
So just like you have to honor him, we have to honor the Lord. Everything. We all do.
And it's like, and there's also understand like women don't like words these days. When you get married, you are your husband's possession. You belong to him. You belong to your father first. And then your father, like, if you look at a traditional marriage right now, what they do is the father walks the daughter down the aisle and gives the daughter away because that's his possession. He's given his possession to another man, so that now she becomes another man's possession. A lot of women don't like hearing that, but that's actually what it is. You are that man's possession, and you can't do something. You can't make a vow to the Lord and him have nothing to do with it. because he's like you belong to somebody. So the Lord is saying, listen, you cool with that? He looking at the brother like, you cool with that? If he don't say nothing, I'm gonna let it stand. But in the event that he come and say, nah, we don't bind that, the Lord is gonna listen to that man 100% of the time outside of that woman. So
We had the last one. We had Numbers 30 and 10 through 16 in the Hebrew, then in the English.
Numbers chapter 30, verse 10. But yeah, a yasha, and a ra, a wa, a sarah, a sar, ow, napasha, bashaba'ai, verse 11, bashamai, a yasha, wahakarash, laha, la'a, hana ya'a, a tha, wakwamwa, call, nadaryaha, wakal, asar, ashar, asara, ow, napasha, yakwawam, verse 12, apar, yapar, atham, ayasha, yawam, shemaiwa, call, mawataza, shapathyaha, lanada raya, lanadaryaha, wala asar, napasha, la'a, yakwawam, ayasha, haparam, wayahawa, yasalak, laha, verse 13, salaki, call, nadar, will call, Shaba'ith, Asar, La'aina, Nasham, Slag, Napash, Ayasha, Yakwayam, Yakwayaman, Yakwayamanwa, Wa Ayash, Yaparanwa, verse 14, Wa Hakarash, Yakarayash, Laha, Ayasha, Mayawam, Al, Yawam, Wahakwayam, Call, Nadaryaha, Awa, Call, Asarya, Asayara, Asariya, Ashar, Aliyah, Hakwayam, Atham, Kaya, Hakarash, Laha, Bayawam, Shemaiwa, verse 15, Hapar, Yapar, Atham, Akarya, Shemaiwa, Wanasha, Iwana, verse 16, Allah, Hakwakyam, Ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Masha, Bayan, Ayash, Ashathwa, Bayan, Abba, Labathwa, Bana Iraya, Baya, Abaya, and that's it.
Numbers 30 and 10 through 16 in English. Verse 10. And she vowed in her husband's house, or bond her soul by a bond with an oath. Verse 11. And her husband heard it and held his peace at her and disallowed her not. Then all her vows shall stand. And every bond wherewith she bond her soul shall stand. Verse 12. But if her husband has utterly made them void on the day he heard of them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vow or concerning her bond of her soul shall not stand. Her husband has not made them void. And the Lord shall forgive her. Verse 13. Every vow and every binding oath to reflect the soul her husband may establish it. or her husband may make it void.
It is, so like if I could too. It is, the Lord is just he's just reiterating, letting you know you cannot make vows and you cannot bind oaths on your own. You know, your husband, he can either stand by and let it stand, or if your husband steps in and say, nah, Lord, she ain't ready for that. You see what I'm saying? Please forgive her, give her some time. The Lord will void it for the sake of your husband.
Verse 14. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he established all her vows or all her bonds which are upon her. He confirmed them. He confirmed them because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. Like verse 15. But if he shall any ways make them void after that he had heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. Verse 16. These are the statutes which the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between father and his daughter, being yet in her youth and in her father's house.
Let me see it. Mighty.
Come up here, Bobby.
La Yashala. For everybody, Amadium, Wapinya Hakodam, which means rise and face the east.
We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, then in the English. Lord's Prayer.
Abanaw,
Shabbat
with us,
Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Lak,
the Ba'ah,
Tawa'ah,
Zaka,
Zaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barak, Tawah, Hayah, Hashemayim,
the Thalanah,
Dalanah,
the
Come,
Call,
Yawam,
Wasalakana,
Washalakna,
Kapawatana,
Kabawatna,
Wasalakana,
Kashalakna,
Kapawatana,
Kabawatna,
Wala'ah,
the
Tabi'aina,
Aina,
Vanasaya one,
one,
Ball,
Shina,
Bayan,
Mayan,
Ride,
Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala,
Watapara,
Kapara,
I will love you,
Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth
as
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Sisters return. Say this. Don't say this concludes the service.
This concludes the service.
Men of Israel, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Madi Shabbat, Imadi, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Brakatah,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Brakatah,
Yadi Matah, star which means turn. Sisters Imadi. Men of Israel, we're going to give a one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madi Shabbat, Imadi, Barak, Yahweh Shema Aladon Hashem Yahushua. Yadi Matah, class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.